Today we're visiting the largest city on the Mississippi River, a place with rich history and strong traditions. Here you'll find comfort food that has stood the test of time. Today I discover the history of Southern soul food here in Memphis, Tennessee. On the show today, our journey begins at a hearty breakfast spot with a unique setting.
Someone will come in and say, I thought this was a liquor store.
We visit Elvis Presley's favourite diner and try his go-to meal.
It's kind of healthy if you think about it.
What on earth? What? I try some mouth-watering barbecue at the joint, voted #1 in Memphis.
It's different.
What am I I'm tasting so much.
I'm telling you, it's just popping in your mouth.
Chef Betty Joyce cooks us some comfort food with homemade cabbage and fried chicken.
Let's try it. That is good.
Gary, you eating soul food now, baby.
And we take a step back in time at the historic Peabody Hotel.
I feel like I'm in a different world. It's so glamorous.
Every time I come here, the experience is so grand.
Memphis is the kind of town where you can go to a liquor store for breakfast and still grab a cocktail. It's no wonder why everyone in this town is having so much fun.
Hey Taylor.
Hi, how are you?
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
We're in beautiful Memphis, Tennessee.
We are, we're on Broad Avenue.
The people are friendly.
We are very friendly.
This area is kind of like a little underwhelming, I guess.
Well, it's the revival going on right now. It's Broad Avenue. We have a lot of hidden gems though on this street. So
is that right?
A lot of them, yes.
Okay.
So it's going to be really cool pretty soon.
And our first stop here is here at the liquor store.
Yes, we're going to have some breakfast at the liquor store. Are
Is
you
it
ready?
a little early for that?
It's never too early for the liquor store. No.
Well, let's get inside.
Let's go
and try.
inside.
This place is a combination of old school diner food with a Cuban flair. It's comfort food in the most comfortable place where you can come with your business suit or your flip-flops. So I think this place is a little slice of heaven.
This quick, casual dining joint has a creative sense of humour, a love for breakfast, and a reputation for their Cuban sandwich.
Hey, well this is kind of...
Isn't this cool?
This is cool.
Yeah.
So this is a new spot, right?
This is a new spot, and I love talking about it because you can always say, hey, you want to go to get breakfast at the liquor store? And people are like, what? So I'm like, yeah, no, the liquor store.
Well, I was a little confused arriving because, you'd expect it to be a liquor store.
And it was a liquor store.
Okay.
Like, this is actually what it was. It was built in like 1951.
Actually, someone was saying that the original neon sign is actually the original...
That is, all of the signs outside are original, which is really cool. Yeah. We've been going through a lot of revival periods because Memphis, it was a ghost town for a little bit, so South Main, Broad Avenue, this is all going through a revival period with different styled themed restaurants because, we can go anywhere for just good old-fashioned soul food or good old-fashioned barbecue, not knocking it, but that's really all we had for a while. So now a lot of different restaurants are opening up that are either Latin, Greek, Italian, just really different themes too. And they're all
I can
fun.
only eat so much barbecue before I kind of like,
Meat sweats. You get the meat sweats, basically.
I need something else. What sort of food are we serving here?
All right, so Lisa and Louise, they opened this business, and Louise is actually Latin. So this is a Latin American themed restaurant. They're known for their Cuban sandwich.
So with the Cuban sandwich, both sides has mustard on it, and there's 2 nice meaty portions of ham cut. It's about 3 ounces of pork, pickles on one side, and then Swiss cheese on the other. Put it together, honey butter on the top. You got magic. Salisbury steak.
Okay.
Love mashed potatoes.
Sweet potato hash, Salisbury steak,
my
and
gosh.
we have, of course, the Cuban sandwich.
Of course.
Because...
The biscuit beignets.
Wow, thank you.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
This
Thank
is great.
you.
I'm going to try a bit of yours, is that okay?
Okay, yeah, sure. Go for it.
This looks great. Look at that.
I know. I'm going straight for the mashed potatoes.
Beautiful. That's something else.
Right.
All right. I want to come back to this
Yes.
because this thing here
Right here.
is staring me in the face.
This is, this is a
Cuban
favorite.
sandwich.
It's the favorite amongst a lot of people, yeah.
And what fascinates me about a Cuban sandwich is, I mean, as far as Cuban food goes, this is the king. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter where you
this
go.
is the sandwich.
That is, right?
This is what you think.
Great, well, let's check it out. So what do we got on here?
So what we got in here is a traditional Cuban. We got pulled pork, we got some ham, we got some pickles, some Swiss cheese, and some mustard.
Great. Well, let's try it, shall we?
Yes. Right, I'm gonna go with this side.
It's mustard on mustard with a little bit more mustard.
Right, and I don't even like mustard, and I love this sandwich.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was like, maybe not. And then they were like, try it. So I tried it, and I fell in love with it.
Oh my gosh. And the pickles kind of offsets the harshness of the mustard. It's great.
Husband and wife Lisa and Lewis created a new old-fashioned diner with a Cuban flair right here in a funky arts district. This nostalgic diner is one of the city's oldest restaurants. It's a trip back in time. It's an historic landmark with the original storefront that has stood the test of time. At one time, Elvis Presley was a regular with an unusual favourite meal.
Hey,
Hi, welcome to the arcade restaurant.
Thank you so much for having us.
I'm Kelsey
Kelsey.
Zapatis. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Kelsey.
So we're following the footsteps of Elvis today, and apparently he'd like to eat some unusual food.
Welcome to the South.
And he sat right over there in that booth over there, right?
Yeah, him and his girlfriend in the 50s would go shopping in this area. They would frequent the restaurant and eat lunch right over at that booth.
So he had his own booth, right?
He did, yes. It actually, there's a plaque on it, right? The Elvis Booth. And
Yeah.
so it's mostly reserved all the time because people just want to come in and sit where Elvis sat. That's
wow.
really exciting.
Has the restaurant changed much in all the time?
So you can see where everybody's elbows have been at this
Yes.
counter. Everything's original. The seats, the tables. So when you walk in, you're kind of going back in time. It's an old school 50s diner. The building was built in the 20s. So we're celebrating 100 years this year and 4 generations. So me and my husband are the 4th generation to be doing this.
All right, so I want to eat what Elvis ate.
Okay, so he loved to eat the fried peanut butter banana sandwich.
What on what?
So it's kind of healthy if you think about it. It's got protein, we have peanut butter, we have fruit, a banana, and then we put it on the griddle and fry it. So that's where it gets really good. The butter on the bread makes it crispy, and I think you'll enjoy it.
All right, let's do it.
So we obviously want to peel the banana, and we want to make sure that the slices are thin.
Okay.
And we use Texas toast, so not just regular white toast.
Yep.
We want it to be thick so it can absorb everything and not get too toasty here.
I mean, this is the thing. Elvis did a lot of thrusting and he was a very energetic sort of character.
Right.
So he probably needed the energy from this.
Oh,
right?
he definitely needed the energy, of course. I mean, who doesn't love bananas and peanut butter?
I know, right?
Yeah.
They go
Everything that's
so
good
well
about,
together.
you know those after school snacks? Peanut butter,
Oh yeah,
banana.
celery
yeah.
and peanut butter. That's also a good one.
Yeah. All right, so what do we do with this now?
Okay, we're gonna take it back into the kitchen and we're gonna put it on our flat top griddle with some butter and we're gonna fry it. So
Great.
to make
All
it
right,
delicious.
we'll let you do that, and I can't wait to see how it comes back out.
Yes, I'm excited.
Have you eaten here before, obviously?
I have, yes I have. Now this is the oldest cafe, restaurant in Memphis. It's been here since 1919. Now this is a 4th generation restaurant. The Zapatos family, it was their great grandfather Peiros, I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
He was actually a Greek immigrant here, and he named it Arcade because back then arcade is what we usually call a mall, where you can stay, eat, play, do whatever you wanted. And he found this location. His son Harry, he rearranged it, redecorated it in the 50s, and they have not touched it since.
Okay, and that's when Elvis came here in NA.
And that's exactly when Elvis came here. I'm so excited.
Thank you,
Here is our
Kelsey.
fried peanut butter banana sandwich.
That is great. So
Oh
that
my
was just
gosh.
cooked on the griddle there?
Yes.
Wow, look at that.
Goodness gracious.
That's just coming out everywhere. Thank you so much.
Thank
man.
you. Y'all enjoy.
I'm excited.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let me get like
Let's
some.
try.
I need some banana.
Have you had this before?
I have had this before, but
Okay.
it's been a few years, and I
Okay.
added bacon to it.
Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That is good.
Right? Right?
Wow.
Right? Isn't that amazing?
That is so good.
Now you know why Elvis ate one almost every single day, maybe
For real?
twice a day. For real.
Wow.
For real. Yes.
All right, Taylor, you have been amazing. I've had the best
Thank
day
you.
with you today.
I know, you're so much fun.
You know what? But I've got a lot. I'm really full now.
Yeah, you're gonna be full. Yeah, we have nothing healthy here, so.
I know, right? Thank you so much, Taylor. It was great.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Family tradition and southern charm have been preserved here in the South Main Historic District. Raised in the fires of barbecue competitions, Central Barbecue is a world champion that draws people in from all over the world.
Hey, Hopper.
How are you doing, Gary? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me here in beautiful Memphis, Tennessee.
Absolutely, and this is a beautiful city.
You know what? You guys don't know how to do barbecue very well.
No, we're not at all barbecue people at all.
Completely opposite, right?
Absolutely,
You-
absolutely.
and when it comes to barbecue, no one does it better than you. No one knows it better than you,
Yes, I am a certified judge, Memphis May judge. Yes,
which is awesome. Well, why don't we get inside and we'll judge this barbecue right here?
absolutely, absolutely. Come
Let's
on.
do it.
We are cooking all day. Matter of fact, the pits run 24/7. The shoulders are loaded at 5:30, 4 in the afternoon. They're gonna cook for 12 hours. So by the time I get here at 5 a.m., the shoulders are ready to come out. We got 2 pits back there, and I start loading the other pits. So the pits are rolling 24/7.
The key ingredient here is southern hospitality. At this place, you can taste the love in every bite.
Oh wow, look at this. This is great. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Now this is a Memphis dish, Gary. What I love about our nachos is that first of all, Central makes their own chips.
Oh, wow.
And when you have that
Little
combination,
salty.
that salty chip with that pork in there, and you have your cheese and that sauce, it's just an unbelievable combination. It really is.
That's a really different nacho than I'm used to.
Yeah.
Living in Los Angeles and Australia.
You're in Memphis, man. We Memphisize
Wow.
everything.
Pretty much.
My favorite is the wings. We have a wing called the Muddy because I love spicy wings.
The wings are prepared in a 4-step process. First of all, what they do is they marinate those wings in Louisiana hot sauce
Right.
for 24 hours.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. Then they smoke them, then they fry them, and then they season them.
Is there anything left after all that?
Yeah, here, try one.
Which one?
Try either one. Try any one you
I'll
want.
do the dry one.
Yeah, absolutely, please.
Okay. There's still meat on there,
Absolutely.
which is something else. Yeah. Ooh.
Isn't that good? It's different.
What am I? I'm tasting so much
I'm telling you, it's just pop it in your mouth.
because I'm tasting what's on the outside. Also, on the inside, there is like a real sweetness or
Absolutely.
some sauce or something that's seeped in.
Yep, it's that dry rub. It's the rub they're putting in there. That seasoning at the end. Now this is a beef brisket.
Okay,
All right. Now,
Let's try that. You're not all about beef. You're about the pork.
I'm about the pork.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, this is excellent. This is
Try some of
excellent.
this here.
Same way it's prepared, just like the pork.
Okay, great. Oh yeah. That barbecue rub, the sauce,
And it's homemade. All that stuff's homemade. Absolutely.
really sweet.
Very sweet. Memphis, we like it sweet here in Memphis.
yeah.
We really do.
absolutely delicious. All right.
Now let me ask you something. Do you like turnip greens?
I don't know. Let's try it.
Try those right there. Try those right there.
So these are the turnip top of the. Delicious. You've been
Excellent.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We've got a lot of food to eat. So let's do it Memphis style.
You got it. Let's Memphisize it.
Central Barbecue has definitely set the bar and gets another vote from me. comfort food comes with a welcoming hug here at Alcenia's. Owner Betty Joyce treats every customer like family.
And Betty Joyce.
And Gary, thank you so much for coming to Alcenia.
So good to meet you. And you know what?
Thank you.
You've had Guy Ferrero come. You've had like
Harry Smith. I'm like, no, not you. A little girl from the SIP being interviewed by a man from Talk to President.
It's so amazing.
God, it's God.
Now, you kind of started this after your son died, right?
So after I lost my only child, which was Will Atlas Tamayo, that we called Go-Go, in a motorcycle accident, I knew that I had to find another way to live again.
Yeah.
So I always thought about how food, when I was a child, brought everyone together.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what better way for me to survive?
I love it.
Yeah.
So what are you going to cook for us today?
I got so much love to give you, Gary, but we're going to do some cabbage and some hot water cornbread.
Yum.
Had never heard of that till I came to Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
Some fried chicken, and we're going to do some fried green tomatoes. And you can't come to Alcenia without having the getaway. Very sweet Kool-Aid.
All right. Well, let's do it, shall we?
So we getting ready to do some cabbage.
Okay.
Okay, baby, that's what we do.
Yep.
And I take it and I roll it. Because there's no certain way. And, cut it like this. And we're going to saute this.
Okay, great.
So we put this in.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, you want this diced?
Yeah, that's fine, just like you did that. I am so proud of you.
I'm trying my best. There we go.
Okay, I want you to look how pretty this looks with all this different color. Food's supposed to be just like me and you.
Yeah.
Attractive. I want people when they cook for their families, I want their friends or whomever, I want them to feel and taste the love.
Betty prides her meals on family recipes that feed the soul.
All right, this is the best part for me. That was all just hard work.
I know.
Let's
So
try
now
some.
you're getting ready to taste the love.
Oh, I love it. Okay,
The
let's do
love.
it. So this is the getaway.
This is getaway.
Some people call it Kool-Aid, right?
Kool-Aid, right. So what you think?
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. I'm going to be running around the walls on that. That's just so much sugar and so much punch.
But it's love.
This is so
Filled
good.
with love. Filled with love. That's why it's called getaway.
All right, can I try these first?
Yeah, these are the fried green tomatoes.
Okay, fried green
just
tomatoes.
take and
Who would have ever thought?
What you think?
Yum. Oh, wow. Do you know what? Even though they were green, they're now ripe because they're really soft inside now.
And you can fry the red ones.
That's good. All right.
Good, okay.
You gonna try some too?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try some of this cabbage. Good? No! Oh!
Bam!
Let me try some of this cabbage now.
Okay.
Ooh! Oh! That's really kind of got a real bite to it. You can taste the onions, you can taste obviously the peppers.
The seasoning, the spices.
And there's a real kick to it.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Gary, you eating soul food now, baby. You doing the soul thing.
I love that. Let's try the chicken here. I mean,
Okay.
I've had this before, so I mean, everyone's got fried chicken all around the world now.
Right.
There's a guy called Colonel who kind of took it around the world.
It need to stay maybe back on the farm.
You reckon? Because this is the real thing.
Because that's the real thing.
Let's try it. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. That is good. We're going to finish up here.
Okay.
You've been amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. You have too. Give me some love.
Okay. Mwah. We had a great time.
Okay, we
Thank you.
family now. Bam.
What separates this Southern-style cuisine is the vibrant, happy atmosphere and recipes made with love. Take a step back in time to this Italian Renaissance hotel with a treasured history and luxurious design. The most beloved attraction is the 5 feathered friends who grace the hotel guests with their presence twice a day.
Tradition here at the Peabody Hotel in the Duck started back in 1933. There was a gentleman named Edward Pembroke who was hired as a bellman. Just so happened, he was a former trainer for the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, and he was the one who came up with the concept of taking 5 North American mallard ducks, 1 male, 4 females. He took them downstairs to the lobby, marched up a red carpet every morning at 5 o'clock. And then he marched them from that lobby fountain back to the elevator and would bring it back up here every evening at 5. So he was the one that's responsible for the march of the Peabody Ducks. They've got it pretty good around here.
In the heart of downtown, this prestigious building is an iconic Memphis landmark, known as the gold standard for hospitality for over 150 years.
Hey, Doug,
Jerry,
great to meet you. Thank you so much.
We're honored to have you.
For real?
Yes.
You know, I feel a little honored just by the actual spectacle of this place. It's just so stunning. So we're going to do an afternoon tea, right?
Correct.
Let's do it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, thank you so much for hosting
Thank you,
us.
sir.
It's kind of a little of a modern miracle because you feel like you've stepped back in time, but you've lost none of the important elements of a great hotel.
I've got to tell you a funny story. So I got here 16 years ago, and my first year, ex-President Jimmy Carter was coming to visit the hotel.
Wow.
His first thing, this is the President of the United States, says is, when is the Duck March? So we save him a spot near the fountain, and he comes down. He's like a little kid sitting there waiting to watch the Duck March. Yeah. But over to the right was this tall gentleman with a black leather coat on, and he's looking over his shoulder because he's way too cool. But it was Michael Jordan.
Really?
Michael Jordan's here.
Right in the same
This was
time.
back when he was here with the Wizards, when he used to play for the Wizards. But back then we used to allow smoking up on the mezzanine level.
Yeah.
And sitting up on the balcony in the chair overlooking the fountain is Lisa Marie Presley and Nicolas Cage.
You're kidding me.
So at one Duck March, we've got the President of the United States, Michael Jordan, Lisa Marie, and Nicolas Cage. And I turned to our director of marketing, I said, this is huge.
It is.
And he looks at me and says, no, it's just another typical day at the Peabody.
But you know what? I mean, the whole concept of the ducks is like the fact that those important people are watching these little creatures come up and finding that fascinating.
I know. Yes.
It takes you into a different time.
Most
warp.
definitely.
You know when you go to a movie and you walk in and you just escape for like a couple of hours
Right.
from the world? I feel like that's what this hotel does.
I would agree.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a different world. Like, I mean, it's so glamorous.
You know, sometimes I think about, well, I've got to go to dinner in Chez Philippe. I'm joining some friends for dinner, and I think, okay, it's going to be a nice long dinner and everything else. And it's every time I come here, the experience is so grand because it's exactly what you just said. You just escape from it all, and it's a whole different world.
Yeah. Well, let's get into our tea, and you've been wonderful. I'm going to head out and watch the ducks.
You got it. Thank you so much.
No problem. Appreciate it.
The prestigious history holds strong here at Peabody Hotel, and whether it be through the architecture or the southern cooking, deep tradition is found everywhere here in Memphis. Thanks for coming on the journey with us today. Join us next time as we continue the tasting journey throughout America.